Hello everyone, it's that time again, time for another. This is Commentary with Ozzy Rose. Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Ozzy Rose. I hope everyone's having a great day on this cloudy, rainy, warm Tuesday, the 19th of May. As for me, no complaints as usual. Y'all know me, I don't really complain much. The topic for this commentary segment is an easy one. Rock and roll. That's right, rock and roll. One of the most asked questions of me when I'm out here strutting, I wear headphones and stuff, is what kind of music do you listen to, Ozzy? Well, I'm out there on the streets, I'll listen to rock and roll, hard rock, heavy metal. Sometimes I'll listen to a country rock album like Colin Ray, Marty Stewart, Travis Tritt, something like that. But I tell people when I'm not on TikTok and I have free time, which I really never have free time, but if I do and I can listen to music, at times I listen to all varieties. I listen to rap, I listen to hip hop, I listen to country, I listen to all music. I kind of tend to believe I'm a hip fella. I love all music, and I truly do. It took me a very long time to understand and appreciate rap music, but I do. One day, a couple of years back, this is how I got to liking rap music. All I heard from this one person's vehicle was rap all day long in this parking lot. And I got to listening to it. As it went on and on and on, I got it. I said, okay, now I understand it. Now I like it. Now I can groove with it. So, yeah, it took me all them years to finally understand and appreciate rap music. And I never said that I just didn't like rap music. I just always would say I don't understand it, But I do today. I know when, speaking of rock and roll, I know when grunge music came out, at the same time, rap music come out. Then eventually, rap took over the world and even put grunge music out, grunge rock out. And it did. Rap took over the world, and it truly did. Whether you like it or whether you don't like it, rap took over the world. It's now in country music. It's in all forms of music. Rap won out. And that's true, So I'm not saying you have to like rap music. I don't say you have to like anything. I'm not your boss. But me, I love all music. I love disco back when disco was out. I love the blues. Of course, I love all music today. If I tell you I'm hip, that means I like all music, and I truly do. But what I tell people is this: whatever makes you dance and move to the beat, that's what you listen to, no matter what that music is, no matter what it is. If it makes you feel it, if it makes you show it, that's what you listen to, and that's true. Now, I can't two-step on a dance floor because I don't know how to two-step. Now, I can boogie down good on a dance floor. To country music, to rock music, I can boogie down. I always could on a dance floor. Now, I can't strut like I do out here on the streets on a dance floor. That I can't do, of course, But yeah, I guess I say I'm hip, but I guess I am. But I guess my favorite music of all, I guess, is rock and roll. But I do love all forms of music. That's true. I don't see how you can be born in the South and not at least appreciate and like country music, and that's true. And I was born here in the South, born in Paragould, raised in Truman. So, but when I was growing up, I listened to all kinds of music. Of course, rap wasn't out back then either, don't get me wrong, or hip hop wasn't either. But I mean, my mom would let me listen to anything. The only thing she wouldn't let me listen to, she'd tell me on her stereo, she said, you can listen to any damn music you want to listen to on that stereo. I don't give a shit what it is, but you better not play no damn Kiss albums. For some reason, she hated Kiss, and I would tell her, Mom, they're a hard rock band. You like hard rock music. I don't care. You better not play no damn Kiss, So I think it's because back then, they wore the makeup and stuff like that. I think that's the only reason why she didn't like Kiss, because they had a lot of great songs, still do today. And I listen to a lot of Kiss when I'm out there. My mom's not alive. And so if she was alive and we was living together like we used to, one time I played some Kiss music on there. She said, man, I really like that. Who's singing? I said, the band you hate the most. She said, Kiss. And I said, yeah. She goes, that's them? I said, that's them. And it was Heaven's on Fire. You know, she goes, well, I like that song. I said, I tried to tell you back in the 70s, quit judging them on their makeup, judge them on their music. But she wouldn't listen to me back then on that, you know. She goes, well, man, I didn't know they could sing songs like that. I said, Mom, you just didn't know because you didn't want to know, you know. So, but I'll tell you, too, what I'm trying not to get off the subject of rock and roll either. But I listened to a lot of Hank Williams Sr. Back in the 70s, country radio was still playing a lot of Hank Williams Sr. back then. So I listened to all kinds. I listened to Patsy Cline when I was growing up. I listened, of course, Bob Seger. I listened to all the greats. Elvis Presley, of course. You know, so I cut my teeth growing up on all music that we had at the time, before my time, you know, and stuff like that. So, and that's true, you know. But today I listen to a lot of Kiss when I'm out there, and I do, you know, because they still have a lot of great music, I think, you know. It doesn't matter what a solo singer looks like. It does not matter what a band looks like. Judge them only on their music and their voices. That's what I would tell anybody. Don't judge on appearance. You know, appearance has nothing to do with the music, and it doesn't, you know, or the voice, you know. So, and that's true, you know. The Beatles was looked at like big-time hippies when they first came to America, and their hair was short. You know, I know it was a different time back then, you know, but, and I loved the Beatles, of course, you know, too. So, I loved James Brown, the godfather of funk, you know, and I still do to this day, you know. So, I love Charlie Pride, you know. When I tell people I'm hip and cool as a cucumber, I don't tell lies anyways. I really am. But I think today, to be hip, say you're hip to all music, you have to love all the music. And I truly do. Because music is music. I would hate to think we would be in a world without rock and roll and all music, you know, if it was to be abolished. I think it would be a crime, you know, personally. You know, would it affect me? You damn right it would affect me. It would be not a good time for me if I didn't have music in my life. Rock and roll, rap, all of it, you know, country, you know. So that's just me. I am going to be starting, hopefully pretty soon, a new radio and podcast show, and it's going to be music in it. That's all it's going to be about, is music, the artists, where they're touring. You name it, that's what it's going to be about. I'm into all music. I love all music, hands down. There's nothing that I could tell you that I would not like in music, you know. So, rock and roll is my most favorite, I guess you could say, but I still love other forms, you know. That's just me, you know. So I think for any of you out there, as you know, I only to give you, you know, examples for me in these commentary segments, because I can't speak for all of you. But I can say this: no matter what woman or what man in America says that they're hip to all music, you have to love all music. If you say you're hip and you're cool, you got to love all music. You can have your favorite kind. Don't get me wrong. You can have your favorite. But to say you're hip and cool, you have to love all music. That's what I would think, anyways. You know, so that's true. I can listen to anything anyone plays on their radio or their stereos. You know, anything, you know, because I love all music. That's like I love all the religions in this country, too. You know, I'm not a big believer of the Jehovah's Witnesses because it's a breeding ground for pedophiles anymore. But all the other religions, I do. You know, that's just me. That's why I won't be to no sect, church, or religion. I love them all. That's just me. But I don't expect everybody to be like me, and I don't. Thank God. But I hope if you don't like rock and roll, I hope that someday that you do, because you're truly missing out if you don't like rock and roll. But I hope you love all music like I do. It is soothing to the soul. I truly believe that. I'll die loving all music, and especially rock and roll. And I love to rock and roll. That's going to be about a wrap for this commentary segment. And of course, the topic was rock and roll. And if you hadn't rock and rolled today, then you need to do so. Until then, the next commentary segment, I'm Mr. Ozzy Rose, the Strutting Man, saying I hope you have a good day and a good night, and God bless you all. We'll see you next time.